You want to know what the worst part about the world that we're living in, as bad as it is right now, with ICE running around, with our government going completely insane, with the prices of things, all these bad things, with them spraying the skies, with them poisoning the water and the food, and setting us up for world wars and civil wars. You want to know what the worst part about it is? It ain't even got bad yet. It hasn't even gotten as bad as it's prophesied to get. We haven't even seen famine yet. We haven't even seen the pestilences that the word of God said is going to come to this place yet. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Before I go any further, my name's D.A. the Chosen. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah and his only begotten son, Yahusha. Honor to the Ruach HaKodesh, as we call the Holy Spirit. It hasn't even gotten bad as it's going to be yet. It's just getting started, and it's already pretty fucking bad in my opinion. You know, we're living in a world where they are continually keeping us in bondage. Everybody's in bondage, and everybody's okay with it. Everybody sees what's ahead of them, what they can see, that this world that we're living in is about to crash in on them, and nobody cares. Everybody's just, what are they doing today? Today's the 11th of January. Everybody's at home watching football right now, distracted. Everybody's going to work. Everybody's still living in sin, not worried about a damn thing. And it hadn't even gotten as bad as it's gonna get yet. That the mark hadn't even came yet. We're not even at the point where the mark has come. The man of lawlessness, I don't know. Some people feel like he's being revealed in DJT at this point. I don't know who that man of lawlessness is at this point, but we don't even know who the Antichrist is yet. He hadn't even come on the scene. The major deceptions haven't come, and that's the craziest part. Everybody's living out of deceived now. Everybody's out here fucking deceived now, and happily deceived, distracted by these devices. I cannot wait to the day where I can put down this device, one of these distraction devices, what we call cell phones, and never have to pick it up again. I pray to God every day to allow me to get to a point where I can put down this device and I'll never have to pick it up again to make money, to communicate, or anything. I'm praying and waiting for the day to where I can go to my promised land, or a land of promise, or lands of promise, buy me some land, buy me some property, buy me a place to live and own it, put me some chickens and some cows and some horses on it, and I can take this phone, take a hammer to it. I'm just going to take a fucking hammer to this bitch and beat it until it's smithereens, and never have to pick up one of these things again. That's the day that I'm waiting for. I can remember, I was talking to my wife about this today. I can remember as a kid, I'm not super old. I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40 years in March. You know, I hate to keep up with these damn years. I'll be 40 in March. But I remember a time as a kid where we didn't have these devices, before they came. You know what I mean? I remember a point in life where I used to go to my Uncle Homer's house, and he would allow me to go and work for him, driving his tractor, baling hay, doing things like that, way before these phones. And if we did get on devices or watch something, it was like just a TV where we had to go outside and turn the antenna or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like a time where it was innocent, before the world just was taken over by this technology and these devices. I'm praying for a day where I get the freedom that I know God can give, because he's given me this freedom before. I'm praying for the day where I get the freedom again, to where I never have to be forced to take one of these devices. They're almost impossible to live without. They're impossible to live without. You know what I mean? And then the prices of them are insane. We've moved to a point now where not only do we pay monthly subscriptions for our phones, but for the damn gym. Now they're about to roll out a program where you got to pay a monthly fee after you're already paying monthly on the damn car that you own already. You're paying monthly on it, whether you pay it off or not, to keep insurance on it, or if you're financing or leasing it. But now they're about to roll out programs for you to have heated seats and other things in your car that you've already paid for. You have to pay monthly for the shit. I'm like, what in the hell are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when if you goddamn go buy a car, you still have to continue to pay monthly on it just for your heated seats and other luxuries that come in the damn car already? I'm like, man, I gotta get out of this matrix. It's the only thing that keeps me up at night. Finding a way for me and whoever else is willing to go. I've got children. Some of them love this matrix too, and they rather stay in it. If you rather stay in it, that's cool. But anybody that's willing to come with me that I love, finding a way to get me and those people out of this matrix for good and to never come back. Because where this place is headed, it's more than scary. It's hell on earth. People are waiting for the fucking world to end to go to heaven and to go to hell. No, we can live in hell and earth right here on this planet. I've lived in heaven here. To have an abundance of money, to do what you want to do, live where you want to live, go where you want to go to the beach. That's heaven to me. I don't have to wait for the world for afterlife to live in heaven. This place can be heaven and it can damn sure be hell. And it feels like they're about to turn Babylon into absolute hell. They're setting it up just like they've shown us in these movies, the things that are coming to this place. My favorite example is Escape LA. You know, that movie, I think it's an 80s movie where I think California became like its own island. It detached from the United States and they turned it to a prison. You know what I mean? I think that was a perfect example of what's coming to this country. You know, the third world that they've promised us that this country will return into. Can you imagine? It's already feeling like a third world country as it is. But if you've never been to a third world country, I just came from the Dominican Republic. I lived in Colombia, places that they consider the third world countries, which are actually really good places. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I can go back there right now. But can you imagine how this place is gonna be when it turns into a third world country? Let's forget when it turns into. It's the transition. That's what you've got to worry about. The transition from being considered a world power to a third world country. The people having to deal with and accept the way that their country is headed. They can't accept it as it is. They can't accept the fact that there's a lot of brown people running around this mug as it is. Now when it has all these brown people and is economically equaling a third world country, it's not going to be pretty for a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's not going to be people not going to be able to accept it, in my opinion. You know, I'm not going to re-record this video again. If I make mistakes in some things that I say, deal with it. But can you imagine the transition of this country from a dominant world power to a third world country? That's the reason why they're setting up all these factories all across this country. That's the reason why they've ramped up the police force. That's the reason why they've all got brand new big SUVs. Beautiful. I mean, the police driving $150,000 SUVs out here. These damn Chevy Tahoes and shit that they driving, those things cost so much money, and they've got hundreds of thousands of these motherfuckers around the nation. Brand new SUVs to lock our asses up in. Plenty of room to put us in the back of those bitches. That's the reason why they ramped up and rebuilt all the police stations across this country. All the firehouses and stuff. You know what I mean? All the city halls across the country have been revamped for a reason. All the infrastructure to throw your ass right into jail, they made sure to put the finances into. That's the reason why they did it. Because they knew this country was going to go to a third world country. And they know lawlessness is on the way. When you go to Walmart, you pull up. They've got a special spot reserved for law enforcement right in the front. Because they know sooner or later it's coming where people are going to start robbing to survive. They're going to start. And then the crazy part about it is the part that pisses me off the most, but it's just the funniest. people will know that the economy's bad, that opportunities are bad, that people are out here starving and needing food, then somebody will go and steal some chicken, and it'll be some people in this country that'll feel justified. Well, just kill them. Just unalive them if they steal. That's the world that we live in right now, where people think it's okay that people just be unalived for every reason. A lady trying to get away from ICE gets her head blown off. Excuse me, I don't know if I can say that on here, you know what I mean? You got to watch what you say. But she gets unalived, get hit in the head 3 times with bullets. And half of the people in the country are like, she deserved it. She deserved it. That officer, she deserved it. She deserved to just be shot. That's the world that we live in. We live in a world where the white people, I've got to keep it 100 with you, black people too, but people love their dogs more than they love humans. It's dogs out here eating better than fucking humans. Being treated better than humans. Animals. I can't fucking stand animals. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, Father. Forgive me. I know those your creation too, but I don't give a damn about no dog. But it's people out here love their dogs more than they love humans. Yeah, dogs, animals. Things that can't even fucking talk. I don't know. I don't think God put them above humans, but people will put a dog before human relationship. The man's best friend. Who the fuck came up with that? God didn't say that. The word of God didn't say that. And I don't see it. Every time it talks about dogs in the Bible, it don't sound too good. It say don't cast your pearls to dogs, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. I don't know if I said that correctly. But that's the world that we live in. And this are things that go on in my mind, you know what I mean? That's what I'm going to just start doing. Just talk about the things that go on in my mind that just don't make sense to me. And that's one of them. People and their fucking dogs and their animals. I can't stand it. I can't. I'm looking at a person now walking their big ass dog bigger than them. Big ass dog. Dog just shitting on the side of the street. You got to pick up the shit for the dog. I'll pass. But that's the world that we're living in right now. We're living in a world where you can't afford a damn thing. Brand new cars. I just went to the parking lot to look at some cars the other day. I just like to go and pray to God and ask him, Father, can you help me to find a way to afford one of these cars? Because they're $100,000 just to start. That's before all the taxes and all the other crap, right? $100,000 for a goddamn car. That's probably going to break within that first year. Many of these new cars just break down so quickly. We're living in a place where if you go to the gym and you're trying to be a man that's trying to fight his lust, trying to fight his flesh, all the women are butt naked in the goddamn gym. Then when you look at them, you're wrong. They'll say you're a creep because you look at them, bitch, you're naked. I can't help but to look at you, bitch. You're butt naked in this motherfucker. You got on the tightest shit. You got on some damn workout pants that is scissored right into the crack of your ass. I can see everything. When you bend over doing the bend over rolls, I ain't even trying to look. I just see pussy print from the side of my eyes. I'm like, I just want to work out. I'm trying to get in shape. I'm trying not to be sinful. Lord, help me. That's the craziest part about this world that we live in. We're fighting sin. We're fighting temptation, but it's all around us. That's why I say I just want a place. I want to get my own piece of land. All by myself. Acres. I don't know. They say 40 acres. I don't know how many acres the Most High want to bless me with. But where I can put some damn cows. I can put me some chickens, some sheep, a pig that can eat the slop. Some horses. And I can make my own garden and make my own potatoes and all that other shit. Grow my own watermelon, whatever I want. And I can just stay away from temptation. I can stay away from all of this temptation that this world has, because that's all it is. It's just getting worse and worse. The women getting more nakeder, if that's a word, every day. And I believe I'm already in isolation. I'm already in the point in my life where I don't have no friends. I've got 0 fucking friends. I don't have anyone that I can call. I've got another phone over here, recording on this phone that we're on right now. When I got another phone, but on neither one of these phones is there a friend. I don't have any friends. I've disassociated with all family. I look at some of my family and I go and check on them sometimes. I was looking at one of my cousins' TikTok. I'm like, this nigga, he's so distracted. This nigga distracted talking about he a Q. He was in, I guess, some sorority, fraternity, whatever the fuck. I don't know the difference between the two. Just two groups of idiots. I'm like, this nigga so distracted. I can't read. I'm thinking, man, let me reach out to my cousin. Man, maybe I can make a relationship with my cousin or something. We used to be kids, friends as kids. But I can see we went in two different directions and God ain't even dealing with you, nigga. You distracted. Nigga, you talking about some Q shit. Nigga, put on a mask, a dog mask, and be, what the fuck is that shit? You don't know the world about to end? You don't know what's going on? You don't know the president just went and snatched up? You don't know that Russia, China, they playing us? You fucking worried about some shit. Can't reach out to you. Can't reach out to my mom, my biological mom. Can't reach out to any brothers. They're just as distracted. Can't find a way to make any friends at this point in my life. Looking for friends, trying my best to stay away from sexual sin. As I see a woman walk by with her shorts deep up in her ass. And the word says to pluck out your eyes. I'm like, you damn near gotta pluck out your eyes to not fall into the sin that these eyes could get you. You know, falling into the gazing. It's almost impossible. That's why I just want to give me a piece of property and just disappear. And I just take care of my horses, my cows, and my sheep. I put me a little gym on the property. You know, put me a little bench or somewhere I can do bench press and squats and just stay out there I might get a dog then. I don't even like dogs. They're going to sleep the fuck outside with the other animals, protecting the sheep and shit. And I can just work out and take care of my chicken, go out every morning, get me some fucking eggs from my chicken coop, make me some breakfast. You know what I mean? The only time I'm gonna go to town is to go and maybe sell some shit or something, you know, do some trading or something. But other than that, I just want to stay on my property and stay away from sin. Definitely stay away from fucking women, because they're only temptation. They're only distraction. They don't mean you any well. They're not helping in they're not helping in nothing. They're not helping you do a damn thing but spend your money. I've had plenty of relationships with women. I've had success with women in my life. And it hasn't been, I wouldn't even count it as a success. I wouldn't even count it as success. The things that I've had with women. I've had luck with them motherfuckers. I wouldn't even call it luck. I got to stop putting positive connotations on it. I've had some time with women, and I can tell you, it ain't never been worth it. I'm 39 years old. I don't believe none of the women that I've had sexual encounters with, relationships with, even marriage with, has been worth it. I should have been taking care of just being by myself. I wish I would have, if I could go back, which I can't. I just dealt with myself. But what I can do now is for my future is find a way out of Babylon and just deal with myself. That's my rant for the evening. They say just upload videos on YouTube about your day, what you got going on. There it is right there. Peace.